Good afternoon, children. How are you all? Let's get ahead with our chapter, and we are in the final portion wherein we will be seeing some more animals and their feeding habits. Until last class, I was just talking about chewing the cud. Today, I'll be explaining with the way figure how and what is actually the chewing of cud. Children, the other day I said you about some animals chew the cud. Animals like cow, buffalo and camel first nibble their food and put inside their bodies. Yes? So here what I meant is, see, here is a cow which is actually eating a food. But you can observe here that the cow is not chewing it. It is just swallowing. Okay, it is just picking up the grass. It is just hearing the class, or it is just picking up the grass and it is directly swallowing it. The swallowing of the food by the herbivorous animals like cows and all is called as nibble. Okay, it is called as nibble. So they first nibble their food. Now children, you can see in this image that there is a cow. Okay, now what do you mean by chewing the cud? See, now here also you can see a cow is actually nibbling. So it has nibbled the food. You can see this green are nothing but the grass. Children, one interesting thing about the cow or a goat or a horse or a buffalo is that they have 4 different chambers of a chamber in the stomach. Okay, they have 4 different chambers. You can say one different bags in the stomach to keep in the food. So when they eat the food, that food will go and get stored in the first chamber. You can see here, number 1. That is not actually the stomach. The stomach is at the 4th chamber. You can see this is the stomach. It is just one like a bag, okay, one organ of the cow, which is only to store the nibbled food. Nibbled food, just the food which it has swallowed. So whenever these animals, they go out to eat food, they are left out in the farm to eat the grass. They because of their body, they need lots of food. So what they do, they just eat the grass and leaves, okay, and they store it in their first chamber. Okay, they store it over here. And when they come back home, when they are sitting relaxing, what they do is they will pull the food back from here to the first one. I'll just show you how it happens. See, when when the cows are resting, okay, when they are resting, they are just chewing. Okay, how does it happen is here. Let's see. Now, can you see a green grass coming from here and it is coming to the second chamber? Why it is coming from first chamber to second chamber it is coming? Because if it has swallowed some nail with, like, when they go out, if they have swallowed some unwanted thing also, that particular thing is collected in the second chamber. And thereafter, this food reaches to the mouth. You can see here. See how the green one is traveling? See, now the green one is traveling back to the mouth. So this food goes from first chamber to second and it comes back in the mouth. Okay. And then they sit, relax and chew. What are they chewing? They are chewing the cud. When they nibble, when they swallow, it is called as, when they swallow, it is called as nibbling, nibble, and whatever their food they have nibbled, when they bring it back, that food is called as cud. It is called as cud. Okay. So here, see here in this diagram also, this particular food, this green will go and store first here. Thereafter, it will come to the second chamber. From second chamber, they bring it back to their mouth and they sit and chew it properly. Because earlier, what did they do? They just nibbled the food. They just swallowed it. So it is told, right, for everyone. It is applies for animals and human beings also. Whatever you eat, you have to chew it properly in your mouth and then swallow it so that it is digested properly in our stomach. Correct? The same thing is being applied for the animals also. For that reason, these herbivorous animals like cow, buffalo, horse, first they swallow the food, and then when they are sitting, when they relax, they bring back a part of food from inside their body, inside the chamber, into their mouth. Then they then chew it properly. This is called as chewing the cud. Okay. Now children, these animals have very strong, broad back teeth which help them to chew it. Can you see here? See how strong they have. They have strong, broad, they have flat teeth which help them to chew the cud properly. That was chewing the cud. Okay, now I hope you have understood. Now let's see the next one. Some animals tear their food. Tearing in the sense they just tear it off. Animals like lion, dog, fox, and cats, first they tear the flesh because they eat other animals. These are the carnivorous animals, right? They eat other animals or the dead remains of the other animals. How do we eat flesh? If you are trying to eat other animal, first you have to have sharp teeth, right? See, you can see here cat is having sharp teeth, dogs, fox. See here, lion. See the teeth here, how they are? Yes, they are like sharp teeth, correct? So first they tear the flesh with the help of the sharp pointed front teeth. See, they have pointed front teeth. Then they chew it with the grinding teeth, which the grinding teeth are behind their mouth at the back. You can see here. See here for this fox, the grinding teeth are behind. First they tear it with the front pointed teeth, and then they chew it properly using the grinding teeth. Yes. See, normally whenever there is something hard, you have supposed to tear it, right? That way it helps for the animals also. Now this one, see here children. Now this is gnawing animals. What are they? Gnawing. You have to pronounce it like this. Gnaw. G-N-A-W. Gnaw. Gnawing animals. Children, you have seen rabbit. We have seen rats. Rats also. What they have this front two teeth are long, strong. Why? Because they eat like rabbits eats carrots, nuts. Yes, rats also. Rats can actually break the pipes also, right? How do they do it? With the help of the two teeth, chisel teeth. What they are called as? They are called as chisel teeth. The front two teeth, which is for rabbit and rats and all, they are called as chisel teeth. So what do? They bite it. They are very strong. So they bite the hard things. Okay, like rabbits, they like to eat lots of nuts. Nuts are very hard to open. Can you open a badam or a almond from the shell? You have to break it. But these animals, they break it with their teeth. So they bite it very fast. Okay, they do this. You have heard a lot of rat sounds, right? They do this lots of cut sound. So they do it with their teeth. Some animals gnaw their foods. Animals like rabbits, squirrels, and rats have sharp front teeth, which is called as chisel. So they are all chisel-like teeth. With these teeth, they can bite even hard and rough food grains and other things. See how they are doing? They are just trying to cut it from. So with that, they break it up. See here how this particular rabbit is. See the teeth style of the teeth. It is like a chisel teeth. Yes. Sharp front chisel-like teeth. With these teeth, they can bite even hard and rough food grains and other things. See how the rabbit is eating over here? It is breaking. So that was chisel. See, now the next one is some animals suck their food. Have you seen a butterfly eating? We just see that it is sitting. Their mouths are so small, they can't even eat. So they suck it. They suck the blood. They suck the Mosquitoes, they suck the blood. Butterflies, they suck the nectar or the juice from the flowers. Yes, leech. Leech is a insect which sucks the blood of human being. They just get stuck to our body and they suck the blood and they grow. Some animals suck their food, and insects like butterfly, mosquitoes, and leech have long, hollow tube-like structure. They have like tube-like structure. Their teeth are like, they have a pin or tube-like structure in their front. This helps them to suck. They poke it inside a body, or butterflies, they put that tube inside the flower and they suck the juice. Leech is a worm-like insect which feeds by attaching itself to some other animals and sucks its blood. It sucks its blood. You can see the leech over here. Leech sucks the blood of the animals. Even the mosquitoes, how do? They just come and sit in on our body and they poke their hollow like tube into our body and they suck the blood, right? Yes, children, see, we saw so many different types of styles of eating, right? First, we saw how, in last class, we saw how snakes, lizard, they have this sticky tongue, they swallow their food, correct? And then we saw about chewing the cud, we saw about chewing the cud, and then we saw about hearing the food, gnawing, and then finally sucking the blood, right? Sorry, sucking the food, blood or juice or like nectar from the flower. Yes, with this, there's one more topic left out. Children, one interesting thing. See, many of you are having animals at your house. Many of them must be having cats. Some of them must be having dogs and everything, correct? So we people keep pets. So how do we take care of the animals? And many people have cows also, goats in their houses. So how do we need to take care? See, children, they also need care. They also need care. They also get diseases. If we are not treating them properly, they also fall sick. So for that reason, you are supposed to, whoever keeps the animals, you're supposed to take care of them very properly. Because see, animals who gives milk, okay, like cows and all, they need to be feeded properly. If they are eating food, proper food, if they are getting stomach full food, then only they will be able to produce so much of milk, right? So to give milk, they have to have food also, energy to give it. So please, whoever is having animals, see, how do we take care of animals? Give them proper food, give them proper bath, give them clean water to drink, yes. And whenever they fall sick, please take them to the doctor, get them treated properly. And if there is any sick animals, imagine you have 2-3 animals, if there is sick animals, keep them separate, because animals also spread diseases to each other. And then please protect them from different climates, hot climates. If it is too hot, make them to stay in a cool place. If it is too cold, make their house very warm for them. Yes, provide them shelters, and animals like hens, chickens, give them proper food grains. Cows and everybody should be fed with proper food. Don't give them rotten food also, because that might harm their body, and even the diseases might spread from animals to human beings also. So if you are keeping the animals, this is the way you are supposed to take care of the animals. So I'll be giving you the worksheet tomorrow. See this video once, and please keep hearing the videos, whichever the teachers are sending. Keep it on the loudspeaker and keep hearing it on a repeated way. I'll meet you tomorrow. Until then, bye.